Hello, and welcome again. Now this time is a different tutorial. This time it will be about an Voigtländer Bessa III, or it's equal to the Fuji GF670. And I will simply show how you take off the top cover here. Well, I've looked around the internet. There is no information about this camera. There was one about the how to adjust the rangefinder, which you can come into here, taking off the plate and so on. But there's nothing about the actual top cover, how to take off that. So I have made some investigation in this camera. Of course, I have taken the top off just to see how it should be done. So we need some tools. We could use, there is a retaining ring or something here on the film exposure time, ISO, and this one needs to be taken off, unscrewed counterclockwise, and to do that we need a tool. I could use my lens spanner tool here to just put it on here and then unscrew it. Or, well, I've made my own tool out of a screw bit, which is bigger than the normal, and filed and grind some very tiny pins that you can see here, and it actually goes in here. It will do the exact same, but I have more control over what's actually going on. So I will just unscrew it. Maybe we need to change the light a little better. So keep 2 fingers on here and set it to A before unscrew it. There's a spring underneath this plate, so keep 2 fingers on here. Now then we just need to unscrew it. And then it's free. It only needs a few turns, so then it comes off like this one here. It's not that hard. So that come off, and then the film exposure time plate, just need to lift it off. It looks like this. There are 2 notches here and there, and it go into, then we take off the ISO plate, which also have a pin that goes into the notch here. See, then there is a spring, not that big, but yeah, there are 2 pins here, there and there, and it is so. This plate, the exposure time plate, cannot sit wrong. If you look closer here, this we have it here. This gap is a bit bigger than this gap, and of course the pin here, there, and there, they're different size as I see it. So it should be not possible to sit it wrong. Of course we can just make a test to see if I'm right. Well, I was wrong, but anyway, this is why I set a small mark here where the A is facing. I mean, the automatic here is facing that direction here, and it sits I mean in line with the with the mark here. So, and then it should be possible to lift it off. There's no funny thing about that. Lift it off, and there's also a pin here, this one, and it goes into a small notch here. Hope you can see it. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, this gap, I mean this notch down here, that's the one that goes into this pin. So I mean, everything sits okay and shouldn't be put in wrong, but yeah. That's it for that side. There are also two small screws, one here and there. Now the other side with the film winder, it's a bit more tricky because there's no holes at all. So how to get into that? Well, there are some glue underneath there. It looks like it's some kind of contact glue or something. So I think, okay, it must be easy to use nail polish remover, just a little to soften the glue here underneath. So let's do it. Just use a cotton bud and make it good wet. Need more of this. And just add some here. And you could also add some here, so it sucks in under the plate with the arrow. It will go all the way around, so I think it will be, well, I've been in there before, so I know it works. See, there's something that is loosened here. So put the lid on, and then we can actually see here there's something that goes. I need another tweezer here, and then it comes off. And it melts the glue just a little. See, there's something underneath here, and of course I need to put on something again. Now, okay, I was a little surprised because no screws here, but there are only two holes, two small holes that I could use my lens tool. So I will do it so, like this here. So it goes okay, but how about the then I will just I can turn it around and of course the other way, but nothing happened. So what about I'm doing that? Well, I found out by using some very sticky gloves. Maybe I should zoom out a little, so more space. By using my sticky gloves, which is really sticky. I get them in the garden center, so it looks like with flowers, but well, doesn't matter. It's a tool. So by holding this here in the two holes here, and at the same time have a good grip on this one. Actually, you could one finger in here, and as it adds as a stop or break, and then have a good grip on the lens tool, and then yeah, it comes off. So by turning the lens tool, and I can just turn the winder knob, it will loosen this one. So very spectacular. So hold the two fingers here, and you can just turn the retaining ring or lock ring, whatever it is. So this is how it looks, and it doesn't matter how it sits on the film winder ring. See, you can turn around, and there are two lock. Of course, the shutter button here is also here, and it can also only, I mean, it doesn't matter how it sits, but it's just press on the shutter connection thingy. Now that 3 screws, and just in case, I mean, since I haven't found any repair manual or service manual for this camera, I set some marks here. So I set a mark here on the wheel here, and on the axle itself, just to be sure if it should sit in another way that I was hoping. So by loosening the 3 screws here, one there, and there, it's possible to lift off the teethed ring here and the film winder reel. So it's not a problem. Of course it is, because I need to open the camera here and put in a tool here to have a pressure against when I so it looks like that, and I put in my tool here, and just so I can use my screwdriver and loosen the screws. And the last one. And that's it. Now So, and the last one. So by putting this in, I mean, you can just turn it and turn it and turn it and nothing really happens. So one could actually just lift it off by doing so. Or one could just take out the this wheel and put it aside. Remember the two springs, the tiny springs here, can be a bit sticky. I mean, one spring here was not good, so I have to bend it in place, and the other one was, wow, a little better. This is how it looks underneath, nothing special. And then we are underneath. So close the film door. There are 3 screws more. There's one here, there, and in the viewfinder, above the viewfinder here. So by unscrew this one, the one on the right, and of course the one with the above the viewfinder. This camera also have another issue about the lens, which is there's something wrong with the attachment. This is how it looks. So it's just sit right there. So we only need to take off 4 screws. There is nothing on the front, and there is nothing under the rubber here, which I thought there was, but nothing. So take off 2 screws on each side. They're the same length. And of course over here the winder. And have a good grip here, because there's some leaf spring underneath which is the connection from the flash shoe, hot shoe. So one could actually just lift up the cover here, just move it over to the left and then lift it out, and then we are in. So this is actually how it looks inside. How about the adjusting the rangefinder? Well, you have to take off the hot shoe here, which is cover, and there's a small, what do you say, a notch or something, which you can put in a very thin tweezer, and then with a stick take it out here. So it is, and then unscrew all 4 screws and take out the hot shoe center section, contact something, and then you have access, full access. There's a notch here and a big hole here in the circuit board, or circuit flexible print and just put it on again. But this is how it actually looks underneath. Take a tool around here. This is how it happened. The lock thing when closing the film door. So if I open the film door, let's see what's happened. It will open that and let the gear free. In this case, so this is how it looks. There's another gear wheel around here. On the front. And if I open the film door, what will happen with the counter? It will just, if I close the film door at the moment, then I have set something like the when I have almost exposed 20 pictures. But when I open the film door, look what happened at the with the counter. It will of course reset itself. Boom, back to S. So this is the mechanical part of it. Now let's take a look at the rangefinder thingy, because there are actually 3 screws here, which I have found on the internet about how they did that. See, there are 3 screws. One to the right, middle, and the left. Which is actually the same as you look here. One to the left, if you can focus on the camera. Not good. It's better over here. Yeah, hopefully it will be better. Or maybe I can zoom in a little. So let's see if it's possible. Okay, now there's one screw there, and in the middle this one, and the last one. So if I want to adjust the different thing, the middle one is for the horizontal adjustment. The one to the right is the vertical, up and down. And the rangefinder path focus. That's the only thing I know and the only information I could get on the internet. And so it's just to move if the rangefinder isn't good in vertical or horizontal, it's just to move the different screws. So this one should be for the oh come on, where did it go? yeah, this one, it's the middle. It's for the left and right horizon, and the focus pass, I am not sure what it is, but as look at the website I found just about this problem. It's the one who actually focus the when the lens is set on infinity, it would be that is adjusted to infinity. And if the rangefinder is not correct in the horizon, it will be the one in the middle. And if it's not correct upside down, I mean, if things are not correct level in the upper and lower part of the viewfinder, it would be that screw here. That's the only thing I know, but yeah, it looks interesting. Then we have the connection for the flash shoe, hot shoe, and here is the I guess it must be the light sensitive eye that tells the shutter electronic thing when it's over or underexposed. So a lot of flexible cables around here, there, and around here. So take care of it. But this is how it actually looks inside. This camera has another problem because there's something wrong with the part that opened the lens door, and it gets stuck, so I have to look at it too. But that was it. So I will just put on the top cover again, so it's no problem. So you see there's a sync, flash sync at the left side of the camera, and it has to go over here, and then it's easier to put the top cover on again. And then the screws here. And on the left side, so, and on the viewfinder, the screw, small screw for that is smaller than the other one, but so it is. 2 more screws on the back, and it's not the same length as I just discovered. So you see the one on the above the viewfinder is longer than the other one at the right, so take care of that. So the shorter screw is on the right side. So, and then I can just add this one, and I can do it in the way that I just put this the gear not the gear, but the dented ring here, and then I can, it's a bit difficult to get this on, but by doing so here, come on, let it go in here. So, but the spring in one of this is just a bit little worn out, not really worn out, but it's not that good, as you can see. So I will take off this again. Sometimes there are problems when trying to fix cameras like this. I can just take it out there. And then just do so. There's still some tension. So yeah. Let's see if it's possible to do it in the other direction, hopefully. Sometimes it's not easy, so by doing so, gently, very gently put it on. So here it is, and there. So it's just to put it on again and get the 3 holes here and my mark. There's nothing with the mark, but it was just me who said it, because I didn't know anything about this camera. Okay, it will not go in. Well, yeah, it comes there. So it actually looks okay. Then one screw goes in, and then we are safe on. Tighten the screws gently. Well, I could have used some thread lock, but but not in this case. It's not that necessary. It sits good there. Now the shutter button goes on, and of course the retaining ring, and of course take care of those 2 notches here, because the shutter button has to sit correct. So putting on the knob, I turn over and just do like this. Find the thread, should be somewhere. There. And lock the so this is how it is. And of course the arrowed plate here goes on. I will add some contact glue after, or universal glue or something. Then the other side, which is the the knob here, the pin, this pin here goes into where it sits before, and it will be somewhere like here. I mean, it looks like it can only sit in one place, so by turning it, I turn it and then it pops into place. Now the spring has to come on. The ISO, which also have a pin here, and it goes into the notch here. So just put it on, and then the exposure time dial has to come on here, and then it goes on like this, something. Okay, come on, do you mind? Well, this moves a little. So by holding it in place like this, maybe it's easier to put it on, and it looks like it should be okay. Then the lock tube, retaining ring, or whatever it calls, I don't know the real name, put it in, and then my special tool here, or using my length spanner. But this one I've just made absolutely works perfect. I can just use my length spanner to tighten it even more, because this one is just a small screw bit. I have not much to hold in. And then just tighten it gently. And that's it. There was the top cover on and off, on and on again. And that was actually that. I think I will make another film about how to take off this assembly, so I can fix it, because some parts in here is bended. So but let's see how it looks. Okay, thanks for now. Bye bye. Hope you like it. Subscribe if you like it. Thank you. Bye bye.